what's up guys, it's Average MCG Player back at it again here for another vid today. It's part 12. Again because that video had no audio. So yeah, that happened. And then I deleted the last one with the Selesnya draft because it was nothing. It was literally nothing. I don't know what happened with that. I'm not live streaming again, by the way. But at least I got the traditional Rakdos draft. Well, but it was trash. I'm sure we had Spawn and Mayhem, but it did nothing. It just got removed. So now, let's discuss the cards. Actually. And we only got 2 today, so I decided, I just saw that, so I was like, okay, might as well just redo this, because I'm not going to do a video about 2 cards. Like around 5-ish, probably. Alright, next up we have God. So, first up, God Eternal Kefnet. So, you still haven't gotten the Oketra, but yeah, we're not probably going to get Hazoret because we already got Larg the Razeboar, so. Now, we'll see. God Eternal Kefnet. 2 and double blue. 4/4/5 flying mythic. Okay. Nice stats. And when they reveal, you may reveal the first card you draw each turn as you draw it. When you reveal an instant or sorcery card display, copy that card, and you may cast a copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast. And it has the thing where all the other gods have, which whenever it dies or is exiled, you put it from the third of your library. It's actually really cool. So you draw. So essentially Miracle, but for instants and sorceries. And it always just reduces it by 2, so it's an interesting way of miracling, kinda. But there's a few things like you can do. Like in Narset, this actually might be a card because Narset, the cards that they want are extra turn spells, so this just gives you them. And like a time warp, or no, time stretch. Time stretch is 10 mana, now it costs 8 mana for 2 extra turns. That's just really good. Next up, we have Toll of the Invasion. 2 in black. Target opponent reveals their hand. Use a non-land card from that player discards it, you amass 1. So that's pretty good. It's probably, it could, from go to Ravnica, there's a card Never Happened, which exiles a card from their hand or graveyard. And in Rivals of Ixalan, there was a card called Dark Inquisitor, which did this, but nothing else, just that. So this is probably better than all of those in limited, just because it makes a body. Probably Never Happened would be better constructed, but still no one uses that. Because, and people use the rest. That's what people use. Because it's just better. And also the Divest, the one that gets an artifact or creature. Next up, a really spicy card here. This is really a spicy card. It's Finale of Promise. Finale of Promise. Okay, so it's X and red, 2 red, double red. You may cast up to 1 instant card and or up to 1 sorcery card from your graveyard without paying their converted mana cost X or less without with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card would cast this way, we would put it to your graveyard, exile it instead. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice. You choose new targets for the copies. So basically, imagine you play X is 10, you get Time Stretch. Or Expropriate. And with instant, what could you get that's instant speed? Addicted Time. You know. But I already know what sorcery was, just Time Stretch and Expropriate. And Commander, those are just insane. I'm not sure how Cyclonic Rift works with the overload. I'm not sure if it lets you overload it or not. What are some spicy instant stuff? What is a spicy instant? I mean, I don't know really what's a spicy instant you could get with this, but I know some sorceries. Comment if you have any spicy instants you can get back with Final Promise. There probably are some that I'm just dumb enough that I'm just not that I'm just dumb enough not to think of. Speaking of instant, this is an instant. Pledge of Unity. 1 in Selesnya. Instant. Put a +1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature you control. So this is pretty good. You just get to pump your whole team. Sometimes could be a finisher, and you also get a life. Gain lives for them. So if you have 5 creatures, you just essentially give them a counter, and you gain 5 life for 3 mana. Instant speed. Not bad. Alright, if you built up an amazing board, you can just do that. And then you can just proliferate off of those, which is pretty cool. Next up, we finally finished the Triumph series. But we don't know if we're going to get more, if Boss is going to get a Triumph. We don't know. Well, Jace's Triumph is 2 and blue. It's sorcery. Draw 2 cards. If you control a Jace Planeswalker, draw 3 cards instead. So, the card I compared this to, but again, now you were able to hear it, was Secrets of the Golden City from Rivals of Ixalan. It has Ascend, which is if you have 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing, and you draw 2 cards for 1 and double blue. But if you have the Secrets of the, if you have the City's Blessing, you draw 3 cards, which is pretty cool. I think that's probably in limited better. I mean, yeah, the harder casting cost is something to note, but because what if you pull this and you don't have a Jace Planeswalker? I mean, you probably will just play this as a divination if you need to, but you just want this with a Jace. And also, it's great with Jace Wielder of Mysteries because you draw 2 cards, meaning you have less cards in your library. Well, if you have Jace, you have 3 cards. You draw 3 cards. So yeah, pretty nice. Next up, we have Firemind's Vessel. Well, Firemind Vessel. I think probably gonna be in Commander decks. It's 4 mana. It's just a battlefield tap. Add 2 mana of any different colors. So yeah, you just gotta make 2 mana of any different colors. Probably we'll see playing like 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 3, 4, 5. Definitely not 1. You can't really. 2 prop maybe, because you just essentially it's like a signet where you make both colors. But I think it is pretty good. I mean, Gilded Lotus is 5 mana, makes 3. This is 4 mana, makes 2. Sure, it enters tab, but makes any different color. Gilded Lotus has to produce the same color, which sometimes could cramp you on your mana. Whereas this allows you to diversify your mana, especially in 5-color decks. Well, speaking of 5-color, we have Niv Mizzet Reborn. I'm not sure if I talked about this card, but okay, well, I know I have, but you just haven't been able to see me because of all the fails that happened on my channel. Niv Mizzet Reborn is Uber, white, blue, black, red, green. It's a 6/6 flyer. Okay, for 5 mana 6/6 flyer, yeah, it's Uber. Well, just no. Do not try to Johnny and play this. Don't. Johnny's, I'm sorry, just don't try. It's gonna end bad for you, Johnny's, if you try to do this. Well, it's when Niv Mizzet enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any random order. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how the wording works with that. It says for each color pair, so I think the guild color pairs. So I guess for each of those 10 color pairings, you can choose a card that's either both of those or one of the colors, I guess. So you probably can draw a lot of cards. Especially if you build your deck to have a lot of multicolor. If it's a commander, probably not. Probably you'll play in a dragon deck. I'm not sure how it works if it has like more colors, maybe. I don't know. You probably play this on like a Ur-Dragon or Sign of the Ur-Dragon deck. I mean, if you have like Sign of the Ur-Dragon, you can spin it, and then you get the effect, and it's a 6/6. Next up, we have the first of the bonds. I think I like the bond cycle. I think it's great, especially because the YouTuber Strictly MTG, he had like this idea of combining guild mechanics. Well, it's kind of like it's what the colors do, not the guild mechanics like there are specific guild mechanics like surveil, jumpstart, all that. So for I kind of actually wish they did all 10 color pairings, all 10 of them, because we could do it. We could do that. I mean, you could easily make it. I think there's actually more because, but I think they chose the ones that are most closely related. So first, the bond of discipline is Orzhov and Azorius. It's 4 mana and white. This is a if you pull this card and you're playing white, put it in your deck straight away in limited. It's great. Tap all creatures your opponent controls. Creatures you control gain lifelink. Sometimes that's literally a finisher. Like it's a Siren Storm Tamer. No, not Siren. Tempest Caller or a Sleep. Sure, they don't stay tapped for 2 turns, and you have to pay 1 extra. But your creatures get lifelink. So you're probably not gonna even die on the crackback from that. Like in Commander, like if you have a whole board and you can do this, because of the lifelink, you're probably not even gonna die from the crackback sometimes. Because it says your opponents, all your opponents, not just one player. If it was just target, it would say target opponent. If it was no, it taps all creatures that you don't own essentially. Next up, we have Centaur Nurturer. It's a 3 and it's 3 in green for a 2/4. When it's about you gain 3 life, and you can add a mana of any color. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. Gonna be good unlimited. I mean, if you after you untap, you get 6 mana on turn 5. Which is not nothing. You might be able to play some nice stuff. And the 3 life is nice, and it's a 2/4, so it's probably gonna be a decent blocker. Yeah, I like the card. Good for limited. Probably not gonna see constructive play though. Next we have Bonds of Flourishing. I think Revival and Passion are the worst ones probably. I'd say. Yeah, I'd say those are the worst ones. Bond of Flourishing is 2 mana. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Reveal a permanent card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. You gain 3 life. I love the flavor text. Now these two, they kind of share the similar flavor text, where it's we agree that life should but none of the other ones do. I think they should have done it like how the Bond of Flourishing was. We agreed that life should be flourished. We disagree on the optimal number of limbs. I think that just cracks me up. I think it should have done the we agree, we disagree. Bond of Discipline kind of does it. It says we agree that order benefits everyone, but not until you enforce it. Yeah, but these just don't follow anything. Alright, well, before we uncover the rest of the bonds and also these 2 planeswalkers, Contentious Plan is 1 in the blue, proliferate, and draw a card. Pretty good. It's just a good card. You'll play in limited. I mean, it just cycles and then you get to proliferate. You probably don't even want to play it on turn 2 just because there's nothing really you're gonna have on turn 1. So yeah, you just want to wait till you get like 2 to 3 planeswalkers out, and then it's Contentious Plan, proliferate, or if you have creatures with counters, proliferate, draw a card, replace. Next up, I think the third one, non-limited. I think this is probably actually the best one for constructed. Well, no, probably Flourishing, then this one. I'm not sure about the white one. I still think it's better. It still would be better in constructed. I think in limited, it's white one, the green one, and the blue one. In constructed, it's probably going to be the green one. It's going to be green, blue, and white. So Bonds of Insight is 3 in blue, sorcery speed. Each player puts the top 4 cards of the library into their graveyard. Good combo if you're Labman Jace or if you're on mill. Return up to 2 instant sorcery cards and/or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand and exile Bonds of Insight. So you can get things like if you're running Weight of Memory, instant you can get some like fog effects. I mean, I assume mill would probably play a little bit of fogging, but I don't know what mill. I think blue-black is people play blue-white. I think blue-black because they have like Vicious Rumor, and now they also have that one that does 4 to a creature mill them, and then you mill them 4, and then you make a 4/4. Well, and also you gain, and also like yeah, that does 4 to a creature, and you gain life equal to how much damage that you dealt, and that you dealt that way. Yeah, that one I think that's probably gonna push mill to blue black, or maybe 8 still might play white. Like every set, we get new mill cards. Like for Guilds of Ravnica, we had the it was the blue enchantment that whenever you play a blue card, they mill too. There was Psychic Corrosion. There's so much. Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty good though. I mean, might just play it in like, is it Drake's also? Because you get instant sorcery. You get like an off bag. Maybe if you're against mono blue, you might be able to get a lava coil back that you need. Yeah, pretty good. And it interacts with Crackling Jade because of exiles. Well, next up we have the Bond of Revival. Bond of Revival is 4 in black, sorcery speed. Yeah, this is the second worst. Bond of Passion is just the trashiest one, sadly. It's return to a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until your next turn, so you just can respawn something, and it doesn't say it goes away. And then you just poke them with it. Next up, the worst one. Bonds of Revival. It's not gonna see play. Next up, we have Bonds of Passion. Now this one's just trash. 4 and double red. I don't even know why it's uncommon. Gain control to a creature. Untap that creature. It gains haste. So that's 3 mana technically. It's 3 mana to do that effect. That's active treason. And also, Bonds does 2 damage to any other target. So then you're paying 3 mana to do 2 to anything. You're just paying for 1 extra lightning strike. Let's see. No, you're paying for a 2 mana extra lightning strike. I mean, shock. Because you're paying 2 mana. Because that's 3, and then you have 3 extra mana from the cost. So, yeah. That's just trash. If it had done a 4, then it would have been fine. Then it would have been a great card. If it dealt 4, then yes. That's a good card. But it's a trash card. So now we have the art for Gideon Blackblade. And we also have the new Ugin the Unspeakable. Apparently. So it says color spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at it. Create a 2/2 color spirit token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exile card in your hand, okay? Next 3. Destroy target permanent that has 1 or more colors. Alright. I'm not sure how limited. I mean, the only good part, I'd say, is the next 3. I mean, the 2/2 spirit is fine, but definitely the stack is not relevant. I mean, sometimes it might be. So Gideon Blackblade. As long as your turn, Gideon Blackblade is a 4 for human soldier with indestructible, but still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Gideon during your turn. So, like, on your turn, they can't just shock, lightning strike, whatever. It's plus, so there's 2 static. That's 2 static, which is why it's a mythic rare, because there's 2 statics. That's the reason why it's mythic, and because it has 2 abilities, but it's mythic. Also, the same thing with the the planeswalker deck Gideon, but he only has 1 set because he's trash. Well, his +1 is up to 1 other creature you control gains vigilance, lifelink, or indestructible. Or gain your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible. If you need a blocker, affect a huge creature, but you're almost dead and you just need to smash a little bit of damage in, Vigilance. If your life is low and the door is open, just lifelink your creature. Or if they have some death touches on their board, Indestructible it. Whoop. And -6 is exile target non-land permanent. I mean, it's hard to get to. I'm probably just gonna keep plussing him. I don't think I'll even use this next 6, maybe. Like getting the Oathsworn is just trash. Trash. At least this Gideon's a little better. But I still think he's not amazing, especially because his next 6 is just to exile something and he starts at 4. Whee! So I like Ugin. Eugene. Pretty nice card. I mean, all the other cards are great. The set, I think, is gonna be one of the funnest sealed and draft environments. I mean, it's gonna be the most interesting and different and complex because of all the planeswalkers. Imagine this planeswalker drafting this planeswalker. The hell? The hell? Get out of here. Get out of here. No, what the fuck? Fuck. Get that out of here. Whatever. I mean, all the cards are nice. The bonds are pretty interesting. Too bad the black and red ones suck. I mean, the blue one, it still does stuff. Like, it still does things. Hey, maybe it still might be the worst, but you still probably play an Izzet and Mildex. I mean, all the cards are pretty cool. The Triumphs, what's the best Triumph? I'd probably say Liliana, honestly. 2 mana. They sack a creature at instant speed. And then if you have a Planeswalker, they discard a card. So good. But if you want protection from Liliana, look up Tamiyo. Like, Tamiyo just hates Liliana. Because it says spells or abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to discard or sacrifice permanents. Liliana's Neg makes you sack 2 permanents. And Liliana's Shrine makes you sacrifice a permanent, and if you have a Liliana Planeswalker, discard a card. I think they made Tamiyo just to freaking do that to Liliana. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. And I just can't wait. Spoiler season is almost done. The pre-release is almost around the corner. I can't wait, and I can't wait, especially for Loading Ready Run, to do their pre-release, just so you can. I definitely recommend it. If you can't see it when it goes live, go on YouTube and enter the YouTube channel. See it then. That's what I've done. I'm gonna hope and try to see it live, but I'll see if I can. Well, hope you enjoyed. Average MTG Player out.